My bad. Thought I had to burp. Lil Tecca has always seemed, in my opinion, like a rapper that is always kind of just here. I'll occasionally see that he's dropping here or there. I might listen to a song or two, might like it, might not. But he's always just there. He's here and he's always dropping music. And this new outing called TEC, kind of weird name. I don't really know why he named it TEC and not like Tecca. But this is probably the most mid I've heard from him in a while. And to be honest, I mean it's obvious it's technically his fault, but honestly, it's kind of just the way, like, the point that Lil Tecca is at in his career that has led to it sounding like this. Lil Tecca obviously hasn't changed up the way he sounds too much over the course of his career, which, I mean, why should he? You don't need to change what works. Lil Tecca has his loyal fan base, and they're gonna stick to him. Which is why I felt kind of weird when I was like, this isn't clicking as much as I think it should be. Now, don't get me wrong, there are good songs. The best songs on the album are, I think this is just supposed to be Yes, but it's the intro song, and it's spelled YVES. That's probably supposed to be like a term for something, and I'm an idiot. TEC is a good song, and Dead or Alive is a good song. My least favorite song, like the only real bad one, is like Fell in Love with Ken Carson, but I also hate Ken Carson, so that's a little biased. There's a big lack of switching anything up. It's kind of just the same 16 songs on repeat. That kind of got on my nerves for a little bit. It could have had an extra feature or two. Like Ken Carson and Kodak Black being your only two features are not setting up your album for too much success, in my opinion. The songs don't really sit, is another big problem. A lot of the first half of the album has very quick songs. Like, I'm talking 1 minute and 50 seconds to 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Not long whatsoever. Which doesn't give time for a song to really sit with you. It's kind of just in your ear and out your ear at the same time. He does try to do a little bit of variation with his voice, which I do appreciate. I do. And for the most part, it does sound good. There's no real point where I'm like, Lil Tecca sounds bad. Like, his voice sounds bad. He has a very unique rapping voice. And a lot of these songs, I feel like, don't have what makes Lil Tecca Lil Tecca. In my opinion, back when he dropped We Love You Tecca, a little bit on whatever album was after that second album he had was very forgettable. I think it was called Vigo World or something like that. And heck, even on a Love Letter to You, no, oh my god, that's not a Love Letter to You. We Love You Tecca 2, he kind of gets back into form a whole lot on that album. There's a lot more catchiness, like songs like Amigo or Cassin or Bossa Nova or Shots. Shots is a very good Lil Tecca song, but he just hasn't grown. He hasn't really developed anything since then. If he's done anything, he's not as good. The most catchy song on this album is 500 Pounds, which, by the way, is actually probably one of the better songs of the album. I should probably put that on my favorites now that I think about it. But, like I said, he just hasn't developed. He's kind of in the same stagnant point of his career, which, don't get me wrong, Lil Tecca does not make bad music, and I'm hoping he continues to grow and get better, but right now he hasn't done anything. He hasn't advanced. Overall, I give TEC a 5 out of 10. If you're bored and you need some new Lil Tecca like music to listen to TEC.